my home is worth a milli. My flow is about money and I still ain't got no ceiling. If I get a dilly, it's no big dilly, cause I'ma ride your bitch and I'ma pop a fucking willy. Yeah, I got flavor, I'm about paper, doing me daily, that's how my...
Hello world, it's John Truit, founder and CEO of the Collectibulls and also the spokesperson for the American Bully and exotic bully breeds. I'm about to do a quick interview with Onsitehiphop just to let you guys know my point of view of the American Bully lifestyle, community, and this breed of dog. Let's get it.
My name is John. I'm CEO of the Collectibulls, spokesperson for the American Bully, exotic bully breed. It was about 2006, 2008 in that area. I purchased my first pit bull in 2006, American Pit Bull Terrier, but I purchased my first American Bully in 2008. So I was on the scene around then. One of the main things that inspired me to get into the American Bully breed was how I seen other men and other breeders interacting with their dogs. They specifically wasn't fighting their dogs. They had these dogs and they was showing them a lot of love. All the dogs were friendly. I never had to worry about me walking up to a new dog and seeing if it was vicious or gonna attack me. I never had to worry about that. All these dogs had great temperaments and were all friendly. That's what got me into this breed first and foremost. The people that I met being in this breed, all the informational and educational people that schooled me on the things that I know now. That's what I got into this breed about. Just the community as a whole. All the people that I've met, that I came across were great. I've been breeding since I purchased my first bully in 08. I did my first breeding in 2010, so I got about a good 4 years under my belt. You know, I've caught a couple of losses too as far as females having puppies, all the puppies dying, you know. But I have produced my own litter with one of the main dogs in the bully community. My first bloodline that I associated into my yard was a Michelin bred female, and I currently don't breed Michelin dogs anymore, but the founder stud that made Michelin, I make sure all of my dogs have that in them, and that's Michelin's Cracker. So every dog that I will own will have some Michelin's Cracker in them. Yeah, every breeder that I look up to is have already, what I would say, successfully made it as far as producing dogs, and all these dogs are in other people's yards, and this would be people like Mike Wallander, the founder of Michelin, Ed Shepard. In a way, I do look up to what he has done to the community as far as producing DAX and still producing dogs down off of DAX. And it's a lot of new breeders, man, that, you know, when I came around, they wasn't around, so, you know, I'm still learning them, but they are doing a great job, you know, like Mr. Miyagi's owner, he's doing a great job, you know, but me personally, I didn't hear about him back in the day when I was hearing about other breeders, like breeders that really been around, you know, for a long time. And we all respect them, like founders of what we got going on right now. As far as I know right now, the life expectancy for an American Bully would be somewhere between, roughly between 8 to 9 years. This exotic breed, it just came out not too long ago, so honestly, we're all trying to find out how long, you know, we expect the exotic bullies to live. But, you know, I say maybe the oldest one is about 5, 6, but we still don't know their life expectancy yet. The average, you know, the average timeline of that. We're still learning as we go. Right now, I currently have 2 dogs in my kennel right now that I own, but these aren't dogs that I'm working with. But I own a Dachshund that I produced, and I own the direct Michelin's Cracker daughter that I own. It's, you know, it's my oldest female in my yard. She's decent, I like her, but she can't breed, so, you know, I definitely wasn't gonna sell her, you know. I'm gonna always do right by her, so I decided to keep her as my pet. But I do use my Dachshund whenever I can. Like, we just was featured inside a photo shoot with the Young and Reckless, that clothing line, and he did a great job. As far as producing, I don't have too many productions off of him, but as far as being a phenomenal looking dog, you know, that looks good in photo shoots, that's what he is. I give him that. I plan on buying some new puppies that I'm gonna be producing with, so that's where I stand right now. You know, I'm on the market right now to find some quality females that I plan on setting up my foundation with again and starting off where I left off, because I lost one of my main dogs. Foundation means establishing one dog, either male or female, in your yard that every dog will have this dog in them. So if it's not your new generation dog's mom or dad, it's their grandmother, because one foundation dog will always make up somebody's yard. It takes one dog to be a foundation, and that means a dog that you like, a dog that you favor. If you couldn't buy it, then you're gonna buy a dog off of it, and that's who you're gonna base your foundation off of. So that's what I mean by a foundation. A dog that you just admire a lot, and that's what you want to base your yard on. That's foundation. Now that I lost one of my Michelin females when I was just breeding Michelin, I do plan on branching out and, you know, doing some new stuff in which I hadn't done in the past. And as far as branching out to dogs with this Mr. Miyagi bloodline in them, but all my dogs, I would like them with that Dax mixture because I like how the dogs come out. But I am branching off to some other bloodlines in which I haven't done before. But one thing all these dogs that would be in my yard will have in common, they all will have some Michelin's cracker in them. Goals for my program would be to I want to sell quality dogs to not only other breeders, but to celebrities, to athletes, to comedians, to people like that. I want to be one of the main breeders known for that, selling quality dogs. And I make sure I say quality because a lot of dogs don't live to the life expectancy in which you pay for this dog. You might spend thousands of dollars on this dog, but it's only living to be 3 years old. And honestly, that's a waste of your money in the long run. So my goal is to always breed quality dogs and sell them to people all over the world. Dogs in which when people do buy these dogs, they will base their foundation off something that I made. That's my goal. So when I'm gone, people could be like, I based everything I got in my yard off a dog John Truit from the Collectibulls sold me. That's my goal. But also my goal is to continue spreading worldwide the impact of responsible dog ownership and how serious that is. It's a lot of people out here that feel like these American bullies or these American pit bull terriers are fighting dogs or vicious dogs. But in reality, we do great by our dogs. Most of our dogs don't even stay outside, they sleep in the house because we pay so much for them and just the love that we have for these dogs. So, you know, we keep these dogs close to us. They're very precious to us. So that's something that I also try to strive, and I also want to show people. A lot of people think it's still people out here fighting dogs and doing things of that sort, but man, it's a whole world of us doing great by these dogs, breeding them, making sure they go into excellent homes, taking their service dogs in hospitals, making sure they play with the old veterans and, you know, just cheer up their day. So that's what I want to continue doing, spreading positive, responsible dog ownership. As far as me collabing with any other breeders, that would probably come sometime in the future. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to build up my yard. And with that being said, you know what I mean? I have to buy puppies, I have to raise these puppies, then I have to choose which breeders I do want to collab with. So since that's so far ahead of you know what I'm trying to build right now, I'm just trying to focus on buying me some quality females that I can start off with. Where do I see myself and the Collectibulls in the near future? I honestly see us, truthfully, I see us somewhere on television, you know, like I said, spreading the seriousness of responsible dog ownership. I see me traveling state to state, worldwide, interacting with other breeders all across the world and them telling their story on how this American bully breed just changed their life and changed their outlook on this breed of dog, you know? That's where I see myself in the next 5 years, is traveling, making sure this good word is getting out, making sure that people are doing right by these dogs. I see myself doing the same thing I'm doing, but on a way higher level, and interacting with people in even higher places than where they're at now. In closing, first and foremost, I would like to give a shout out to Onsitehiphop for coming down to the Atomic Dog office to do this interview with me. I would like to give a huge shout out to Atomic Dog Magazine, American Bully Dog Clothing, for giving me the opportunity to host my interview in here. I would like to give a shout out to my homies, my breeder friends that did come out to support and show their different styles of dogs, as far as Fred Ortiz with Ricky Coast Bulls, my boy Juan with his boy Smalls at Bully Access Kennels, my boy Pedro with his dog Gringo at Pura Familia Bulls, and like last but not least, you know, I want to shout myself out for doing a wonderful job, you know, for standing up for the breed and for speaking on some new stuff in which a lot of people didn't know about.
Let a nigga try me, I'ma get his whole motherfucking family.